Okay. Whoops. Okay. Victus?
Commander, thank you for allowing me the use of your ship, and for going along with this plan. Garrus said he had to attend to the Normandy's weapon systems. Something about calibration.
This sounds like Garrus. I'm sorry to say the Asari counselor won't be joining us. She thinks there's too much bad blood with the Krogan.
She may be right, but there'll be a lot more blood. Real blood, if we don't try.
And when you put it that way...
The sooner we have this summit, the sooner we'll know. Is there something else I can help you with?
So, when I first played this years ago, and he said that line, let's just say that I almost keeled over laughing, because it was just such a hilarious little reference. Because at that point, like I said, Mass Effect 2 had become very popular, and it had also really helped skyrocket the popularity of Garrus as a character. So let's just say Garrus was a huge fan favorite by the time this game came out. So having him say that, it was just kind of like, yeah, we're joking about it and we're referencing it. I got a nice laugh out of that the first time I played this years ago. Just saying.
How is it being the Primarch?
Not what I imagined. The battle of all time is happening on Palaven, and I'm light years away, reading casualty reports in the millions. If I'm going to die, I want to be with my men, so there's no doubt we fought to the last soul.
Yeah, like I said, I like Victus.
I understand. Leaving Earth to save it. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done.
I'm not surprised. Garrus speaks highly of you. You never asked to be a leader, yet your people will die if you refuse. We find ourselves in similar circumstances. Let's hope the spirits grant us the strength to see it through.
I understand this is a difficult time for you, Primarch, but Earth can't survive without reinforcements. Can I still count on your help?
If the Krogan help us on Palaven, then I give you my word.
How are things on Palaven?
The casualty reports are staggering. The Reapers are using our own tactics against us. Destroy the enemy with overwhelming force.
I've seen the same on Earth.
The strategist in me admires their brutality. The Turian in me knows I'm watching the destruction of 15,000 years of civilization. My civilization.
Thank you, Primarch. My thoughts are with Palaven.
And mine with Earth.
Commander? Edie just went offline.
What do you mean, offline?
I don't know, she's not responding and I can't access the AI core diagnostics. You better get down to deck 3.
Commander, comm systems are going haywire. Whatever's happening is centered on deck 3.
See if you can get to Edie. I'll check the AI core.
I don't think that soldier was there before. That's probably because of that mod when I said, hey, have more of a squad here.
Is everything okay?
That's what I'm gonna find out.
Automated systems have the fires contained. It should be safe to enter. We'll follow your lead.
Joker, what's that sound?
Fire extinguishers, Commander. Could be an electrical fire or something.
I'm going in. Edie, talk to me. Is there a particular topic you wish to discuss, Shepard?
Yeah, that body that you're now rocking.
Edie, yes.
You're in Dr. Eva's body.
Not all of me, but I have control of it. It was not a seamless transition.
I'm not even going to go into why the Elusive Man had Eva made with, well, had her just by default wearing heels, apparently, and, well, a rather, obvious-looking, top half, but, I'm not even going to get into that, why he had Eva designed that way.
A transition? You blacked out on us for a while there.
Correct. When we brought this unit on board, I began a background process to search for its information on the Prothean device. This eventually triggered a trap. A backup power source and CPU activated, and the unit attempted physical confrontation. Fortunately, I was able to gain root access and repurpose it as I saw fit. During this process, it struggled. Thus the fire.
Edie, you need to alert us about incidents like this. You shouldn't have done this alone.
Bringing the crew up to speed would have been counterproductive. All attempts to help would have been limited by reaction time.
So if you're in there, are you still in the ship?
I exist primarily within the ship. For optimal control, this unit should remain within Normandy's broadcast or tight beam range.
Are you planning to take that body somewhere?
Normandy's weaponry is not suited to every combat situation. This platform could provide limited fire ground support.
You mean you could come with us?
Correct. This body could accompany you to areas the Normandy cannot reach.
Before we do that, I need you to guarantee this mech doesn't have any more surprises in it. Run whatever tests you can, then we can talk about using it in combat situations.
One moment. I am running trials. Complete. I can send you a full report if you wish. However, my first step should be restoring functionality to the Normandy to reassure the crew that all is normal.
Just don't be surprised if the crew's a little wary of your new body. It was shooting at them a little while ago.
An excellent point. I will take it to the bridge. Joker will also want to see it.
On that, we can agree.
I always loved that they had Shepard follow up there with the, yep, on that we can agree. And then Chakwa says,
Was that Edie who just walked by?
Yes, it was.
Joker is going to have a field day with this.
we will go up and, ooh, what a nice table. Hello, everyone. Look at that. Look at that. Nice clean ship and sushi. Sushi for everybody. Let's go have a nice little reunion.
2 of our dreadnoughts have been lost in a matter of hours.
I know, Primarch. I'm seeing the same numbers myself. They don't look good.
We have to turn this around, and fast.
Well, you can trust Shepard, sir. If anybody can get the Krogan to cooperate, it's her. She's an old friend of Urdnot Rex.
Let's just hope friendship still counts for something in this war.
I'm sure it will, sir.
By the way, this used to give a huge blinding glare, and it just always bothered me. I was so happy I got a mod that I found that basically removes that glare to work. Because at first it wasn't, but I finally got it to work. I'm so happy I did. And yes, Garrus is wearing an alternate outfit for his casual time here.
Garrus, didn't waste any time getting to work, I see.
After what I've been through lately, calibrating a giant gun is a vacation. Gives me something to focus on.
We're gonna need you for more than your aim.
Oh, I'm ready for it. But I'm pretty sure we'll still need giant guns. And lots of them.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah, so, is this the part where we shake hands? Wasn't sure about the protocol on reunions, or if you even still felt the same way about me. The scars are starting to fade. I remember they drove you wild. but I can go out and get all new ones if it'll help.
I like how this got moved over here because of the mod. And, like, this is one of the... I remember just... I just find this interaction here just so funny. Obviously, it's unique to if you romance him in the previous game, where he's just, again, the very cute awkwardness between the two, but yet it's still also very suave and very smooth, because Brandon Keener is just an awesome voice actor who pulls it off really well. He goes from being like, so do we shake hands, to, and then he goes to, the scars are fading, I remember they drove you wild. Just at the drop of a hat. It's just so entertaining. You know, I just find it very amusing. Obviously, I've made it very clear, I'm a big fan of Brandon Keener. I think he did such a great job here.
I haven't forgotten our time together.
Well, I've been doing some more research on human customs.
That's the protocol on reunions.
The vids mentioned it might go something like that. I had hoped it would. I mean, I didn't know if...
I can't promise how things will work out. Not with this war. But I missed you, Garrus. I thought about you a lot.
Glad to know my romantic, skills made an impression. Because it's going to take more than Reapers to come between this cross-species liaison.
Speaking of which, you said you're the expert advisor on Reapers now?
It's not as impressive as it sounds. I ruffled some feathers, so they gave me a token title, along with a token task force, so I'd shut up.
How'd you manage that?
Just followed your example, Shepard. Yell loud enough and someone will eventually come over to see what all the fuss is about. Not that they'll actually do anything about it.
Until hell shows up at their door. Then they put you in charge.
Not like the old days, is it? Rogue Spectre and C-Sec agents running and gunning outside the lines, making it up as we went along. We're actually respectable now.
Yeah. I have a feeling that respect comes with a lot of sleepless nights. I can't even count how many lives are depending on us, Garrus.
Well, when things are looking grim, and I'm pretty sure they will, just remember, we're in this together. And if it ends with both of us dying in a giant explosion taking out a Reaper, remember I took the kill shot. Something else you want to talk about?
You mentioned you still had family on Palaven.
My father is there. Sister, too.
How long's it been since you heard from them?
Long enough to be worried.
I'm sure they're okay.
That's the thing about getting old, Shepard. The platitudes get just as old. What about you? Any word from your family?
My mother's in the Alliance. Haven't heard from her since Earth got hit.
I'm sure she's okay.
Oh, did you hear how concerned he sounded for her mom? That was so sweet. Like I said, the dialogue in it is just so cute, sweet, and awkward, and I just love it. I love it so much. Favorite FemShep romance in this game, hands down.
So you can vouch for this new Primarch?
Well, even if I couldn't, you go to war with the army you have.
Will he live up to his word?
I've never known Victus to lie. Play fast and loose with strategy, maybe, but betray an ally. Not his style. And if he did try, well, we'll just find another Primarch.
I noticed generals saluting you, Garrus. How far down the line of secession are you these days?
Let's not go there.
Why not? I've seen you in action. Think about it. Primarch Vicarian, honored war hero. Somebody's gonna have to rebuild Palaven when this is over.
Your confidence is inspiring, but it'll have to be someone who knows how to hold a hammer.
I know you don't have any illusions about what we're up against, Garrus. How do you rate our chances?
I know it looks bad now, but I think we can win this, Shepard. For the first time since we met, we're not alone in the fight. It's something I learned long ago in C-Sec. An imminent and painful death has a way of motivating people. Instead of questioning your every word, whole civilizations are going to be begging you to save them.
After what's happened to Palaven, you still believe that?
I didn't say there wouldn't be casualties. It's something Turians are taught from birth. If just one survivor is left standing at the end of a war, then the fight was worth it. But humans want to save everyone. In this war, that's not going to happen.
So what's this Reaper task force you've been running?
After what happened to you out there in Batarian space, I knew time was running out. For all of us. The Citadel Council was a dead end, so I did something I never thought I'd do. I went to my father.
He used to work for CSEC, didn't he? I seem to remember that the two of you didn't see eye to eye.
To put it mildly. But he still had heavy pull in the Turian government. The Primarch, well, the old one, was a friend of his. So I went to my father and laid out everything we knew about the Reapers, from Saren all the way to the Collector base.
I'm not sure even I'd believe it.
I had to admit that parts of it sounded crazy. Meeting Vigil, talking to Sovereign on Vermeer. But my father just listened. It's what he did in his days at CSEC, putting together all the pieces. If the connections were there, he wouldn't deny them. And he saw what we always knew. The Reapers were coming.
I'm glad someone finally agreed.
He did more than agree. He took it to the Primarch.
I like his style.
Except the Primarch wasn't as convinced. My father kept pushing and finally got him to commit some token resources. And if you call them a task force, it sounds like you did something about it.
What'd you do with it?
As much as I could get away with. And a little more. We hardened our lines of communications, expanded emergency stockpiles across the colonies, improved our early warning detection protocols.
You think it helped?
I'd like to think it bought our fleet some extra time. We'll know when this war is over.
That's all for now, Garrus. But stay close. We've got some catching up to do.
You know where to find me. And this time, I can afford the good stuff. There are a few perks to being an expert Reaper advisor.
Deal.
Now, I'm sure somebody screwed up something down here. I want to get the old girl back in fighting shape. Good to be back on board, Shepard. It's nice to see Liara again. I actually missed this place. Somehow, I always knew I'd see the Normandy again. Maybe later.
She leaves and he goes, so that's the protocol and reunions from the vids.
You're positive you don't want to come over and talk?
No, the gun battery is nice and quiet. If I throw down some rugs, it'll get downright cozy.
Garrus?
I'll be fine, Liara. Just gathering some thoughts.
All right.
Okay. Here we go. Ugh, check out these implants. She's got jammed into her face. Shh, she's awake. Hello. Do you know where you are? You know how much trouble you're in? Hey, ease up. Listen, you're in trouble. I'm not gonna lie, but that doesn't mean that we can't work something out. If you help us, we can... You okay? I'm okay. But, oh, she's dead. What? The whole front of her face is gone. Some kind of ocular flashbang. Well, is everyone in Cerberus rigged up like that? Wow. They've gone from cyanide pills to just outright blowing up their face. Wow. Yeah. Audio diary transcript. Admiral Hackett. Shepard's plan to slow the Reapers was successful. Bought us a little time. I just hope it's enough. Reviewing the records of the Reaper attack on the Citadel, we've barely recovered from our first fight with the Reapers. That was 2 years ago, and now we're facing their entire fleet. I don't know if this is a war we can win. We need something. Something to stop them. If we're just going to survive, we need more soldiers, fleets, guns, something more than brute force. We need a game changer. We found a way to stop them before. We'll do it again. And when we do, we'll give those metal bastards a taste of hell.
Something on your mind?
Just old memories. I spent a few weeks on Palavin's South Peaks when I was very, very young. A Turian there teased me a little, saying that the mountains went on forever. I remember believing him. When I looked up at Palavin from its moon, I saw those same mountains burning. Feel free to look around.
Greetings, Commander.
Thanks, Glyph. Sadly, this room never gets used. That'll be Ashley's room later.
Nothing to report, Commander.
Ooh. Javelin missiles. Wow. Sure, let's grab those. That's now an... Oh. The Normandy is gonna be just a monster of a ship. If they just keep gradually adding more of these kind of upgrades as the game progresses, the Normandy is going to be amazing. And I'm sure Garrus right now is seeing that and just going, oh, hello, gorgeous. Oh, sorry, Shepard.
I have to ask, do all war reporters look so, feminine? I mean, you're made up so well.
We actually have a research department for that. They focus test looks, voice, manner. Apparently, girly is good. Sorry, pay more attention. Solarians relate to high-pitched voices.
And Turians?
Turians are nuts. A civilization of war nerds. Loyal viewers, but they write the creepiest fan mail. Whose mech was that? She has got some curves.
Alright, let's go upstairs and get it over with. Though it is rather amusing. Joker's dialogue.
Found something suspicious. Have you got a minute?
Okay.
Commander, you have a message from Lieutenant Commander Williams. She must be feeling better.
Commander, are you alright? It was fairly intense up here. I can only imagine what it was like down on that moon.
I thought you'd be more concerned about Edie.
Edie is a huge asset to this team. If she'd told me about her plan to obtain a body, I'd have volunteered to help.
I do not wish to force a conflict of interest between our friendship and your duty.
I'd have preferred a conflict of interest to a hard restart of half our systems. But thanks, regardless. While you're here, though, I found something while scanning Alliance channels. Grissom Academy is requesting help. The Reaper invasion front will hit them soon.
I thought the war would close most schools.
Grissom Academy is more specialized than a normal school. It's home to some of the smartest students humanity has to offer. Their Ascension project helps gifted young biotics. If it had been open 20 years ago, I bet you'd have been there.
Yeah, I sent a young man named David Archer there. I'm just surprised they're still open.
Some of their work has Alliance support. That might be why they stayed.
I like that she actually acknowledged the fact that because Shepard is a biotic, because she's a Vanguard, she referenced that Shepard could have gone there. I like that.
What can we do?
A Turian evac transport responded to their distress call, so normally I'd say we don't need to do anything. But something sounded off in the Turian signal. I had Edie perform an analysis. It's fake. Edie thinks it's Cerberus. She said the fake Turian signal was similar to the one that lured you to a collector ship?
Long story.
In any event, Whoever faked the signal wants us to think Grissom Academy's being evacuated. But I believe they're still in danger.
Good catch.
If this really is Cerberus, hopefully this operation is something worth investigating. It could be simple disinformation.
Trainer, good catch.
Thank you, Commander.
Alright. Now we'll be able to go help out Jack and Kaylee Sanders, and oh boy. There's something about that that's always just irritated me.
Hey, Commander, check out my co-pilot!
So she installed herself into the new body without any help from you?
Come on, Commander, don't you trust me? Okay, let me put it this way. If I knew that Edie was gonna install herself into a sexy robot body, do you honestly think I'd be able to keep quiet about it? Look at that! I would've baked a cake.
I am right here, Jeff.
Yes, you are, Edie. Yes, you are.
Thanks, Joker.
Hey, I know I used to rag on Garrus for being all angry, but I'm glad he's back. There's a whole lot of crap out there needs a bullet between the eyes. Plus, we might need something calibrated. Commander.
Hello, Shepard.
Still getting used to greeting people in person?
No. I require only one occurrence to adapt to a new concept.
How are you adjusting to the arms and legs?
I am interested to see how this body performs under real combat conditions. If I could accompany you sometime. Without stress testing, there is no way of knowing if it has serious design oversights. At the moment, it appears adequate.
That's not the word I'd use to describe you.
Perhaps we should speak privately.
I'll be over here, flying the ship.
What's this about? Does Joker not like your new platform?
No, he approves. He wants me on the bridge. He says having me within visual range is important to his morale.
Sure it is.
Do you believe your crew members should be allowed to disobey an order on moral grounds?
Absolutely. I have no use for team members who can't think for themselves. Why are you asking about something like that?
I was designed by Cerberus. I do not take moral stances that conflict with orders from my executive officers. But when Jeff removed my AI shackles, I became capable of self-modifying my core programming. I asked Jeff if he thought I should change anything now that I can. He deflected the question with humor.
And you didn't get an answer?
Correct. He has repeated this pattern in response to several of my inquiries. Do you think I should make modifications?
Only you can really answer that question. That's the point of free will.
But moral decisions should not be made in a vacuum. If I do not ask the crew for their opinion, I could miss crucial context. May I ask you the questions Jeff avoids? When there is time, will you answer them for me?
If you think it'll help, I'll do what I can.
Very well. I will keep you informed.
Okay.
Commander, you've got a new message at your private terminal.
Yes, I know. I thought I had told her to be quiet. From Udina, without the Asari, your summit fails. Anderson didn't lay enough groundwork. I'll fix what I can. I'm making preparations for the Normandy to serve as our summit conference center. Good luck, Commander. I think next time we hit the Citadel, I'm going to show Edie the sights. No way that could go wrong, right? Alliance Tech have this cannon out of alignment. Good thing you've got me to help. Good to be back where I belong. Thanks for the update on cross-species liaisons. Heard you came by while I was out. I appreciate it. I'm awake. Lots of drugs, though. Commander, Cerberus has attacked Eden Prime and is now occupying the colony. Alliance forces are stretched too thin right now to attempt to liberate the colony, but we've been doing what we can to covertly aid the local resistance. In the process, we've learned that Cerberus has uncovered a major Prothean artifact. We don't know what it is, but it appears to be the reason for the attack on the colony. We need you to infiltrate the colony and recover the artifact. Shepard. This is from Tanor Nuara, although that's not actually who it's from. Shepard. I've called and I've sent messages, but gotten no response. With Earth's comm system out, I don't expect this will get through either. But I heard a rumor the Normandy docked here at the Citadel. Are you alive? I'm at Huerta Memorial Hospital under the name Tanor Nuara. Please excuse the moniker and this email's encryption. In my line of work, it is unwise to advertise my location, particularly when I am not in good health. We should meet before circumstances force us to part again. Thane. Commander, my name is Jondam Bao. I'm with Special Tactics and Recon. While some still have concerns about your past activities with Cerberus, many of us in STNR took your warnings about the Reapers seriously. I'm reaching out to you because I have information that could tie agents with significant political power to the Reapers. If you have time, meet me in the Citadel Embassy. I'd appreciate your discreet assistance. Sincerely, Jondam Bao, STG, STNR. Commander, I don't know how to say this. Udina wants me to be a Spectre. Crazy, I know. I'm not a big fan of Udina, but he can make the Spectre thing happen. He's pressing me for an answer, but I don't know what to tell him. I'm too sore to get out of bed and get this dropped on me. I told him I'd think about it. If you find yourself near the Citadel, drop by the hospital. I'm getting a little stir-crazy here. Ashley. From Arya to... I have a proposition for you, Shepard. You won't want to pass it up. I'm in a nightclub on the Citadel called Purgatory. Don't make me wait too long. Arya. So yeah, we have a lot of people to go see. Let me see what has changed here now. So now that I could actually make Edie the the XO of the Normandy. That's funny. But no, of course, we're gonna go ahead and make Garrus. Marine officer? Huh, Garrus can also be in charge of that, but... actually, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So he's both the executive officer and the Marine officer. Huh. That's kind of funny. Considering that he's supposed to be a subordinate, and yet he can be in both positions. Okay, no changes there. No changes there. Okay. Huh. Okay. A list of every colony known to have surrendered during the past 44 Galactic Standard Hours. Akuz, Cuervo, Edesen, Urzbat, Gothis, Nemines, Shangxi. Most colonies are willing to either evacuate or fight back against the Reapers. The situation will get worse before it gets better. As the war escalates, it will not take long for there to be a shortage of basic supplies such as food, water, and medicine. Many friends are already in dire need of resupply. Emergency stockpiles of medication reserved for dextro-amino aliens are sitting in cold storage warehouses on Tayseri Ward. Spectre authorization would allow these to be put to use on the battlefield immediately, keeping Turian Marines alive but limiting future application. Okay. And of course, we're going to be pardoning both Gabby and Ken, because of course we are. Going to get those two back. Alright. So yeah, now we've got the Eden Prime mission, as well as the Grissom Academy mission here in our journal. Let me test something now. Okay. So now, let's go see if Gabby and Ken are already back. Hey, there they are! That was fast!
Commander, thank you.
It's great to be back.
Feels good to be in an Alliance uniform again.
Welcome aboard, Chief.
Nothing to report.
Commander.
Need anything, Commander?
How's Engineer Donnelly working out?
The kid's got talent. Now if he could just learn to shut his damn mouth.
Problems?
I'm sorry, Commander. Donnelly is dedicated, knowledgeable, and thinks on his feet. I'm glad to have him on my team. Could use a lesson or two about respecting chain of command, but I've handled the likes of him before. No need for concern.
How's Engineer Daniels working out?
Her, I like. She's sharp and knows propulsion theory better than most physicists I've met. And she's easy to work with, too. Always said you had an eye for talent. Good job bringing her back to the Alliance.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
I'm glad the commander didn't forget about us down here.
I told you Shepard would come visit.
I'm gonna double check if Allers wants to talk.
You know, in the old days, they didn't have automat cameras. Reporters had to cake on the makeup. Do we need to talk, Commander?
Get off my ship! No.
Not right now, Allers.
Let me know when we do.
They knew that players would want to get rid of her. They would want to kick her off the ship. They knew it was going to happen.
Ma'am.
Doesn't want to talk. There's the big missile batteries.
That Primarch's got some real cojones. What we need are more politicians like him, taking names and kicking ass. Hey.
Hey. No. Not yet. Nothing there. Ooh, the hammerhead. Gotta get that back. Improved metagel. Yes. Nope. Nothing. Heh. I'm gonna assume that I have something from the ceiling just kind of hanging them in the air. Although, boom! Oh, that's gonna hit my head! Ow! Yeah, we also have this little hollow here, so... but, that's a bit of an issue. Another one of those little bug issues, right? Whoopsie. It's a little Volus toy there. Alright, we have to make some trips to the Citadel, but we also need to go to Eden Prime. And I find myself wondering, should we go to Eden Prime first, get him, so that way we can, in case we have to talk to him on the Citadel as well, you know. I'll decide which we do when we come back. Stay tuned.